Alright, Mr. BCG. First question. You claim to provide reasonable and logical critiques on the latest anime, movies, and TV shows, yet your recent criticisms have been complete and utter bullshit, and I do not agree with them whatsoever. Do you have a legitimate response to this? Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and I'm here today to review the anime Interviews with Monster Girls. So Interviews with Monster Girls follows Tetsu Takahashi, a biology teacher who always wanted to meet demi-humans so that he may interview them. And well, he finally got his wish as 4 demi-humans just happened to start attending his high school. A vampire, a Dullahan, a snow woman, and a succubus. And from here, he does what he set out to do from the get-go. Interview these various monster girls and in the process learn a lot about these demis and help them adjust to high school life. Now this was yet another anime that recently ended that a lot of you wanted me to watch and review. And I knew nothing about Interviews with Monster Girls. In fact, to be honest, I never even heard of the anime until you all told me about it. So I went in with an open mind and pretty curious to see what it was going to be all about. And after watching the entire anime, what do I think about it? Well, let's get into it! Right off the bat, the animation done by A1 Pictures is solid. They had colorful backgrounds and really cute character designs. The Japanese voice acting here was good! Solid deliveries and excellent comedic timing from each of the voice actors and actresses. Now, I did not get the chance to hear the English dub done by Funimation, unfortunately, but I've heard positive things about it through the grapevine. And it's from Funimation after all. I expect no less from them. Now the story's pretty simple and straightforward. Guy wants to interview monster girls, guy interviews monster girls. Done deal. But it does go a little further than that, as the story does explore the lives of these demi-humans or demis and the isolation and loneliness that they felt, which I'm glad that they touched upon in this anime, adding a lot of emotional depth to the series. But not only does the story have a ton of charm and heart to it, it also has loads of good humor as well. There are many times throughout this anime where I was literally laughing my ass off hysterically, especially when it came to the interactions among the characters. And speaking of the characters, all the characters were likable. They form really strong dynamic bonds, and we learn a lot about a majority of them internally and externally. Now at first I found the character of Takahashi to be rather bland and one note. Such a weak, uninteresting, and forgettable lead that no one would ever be invested in. But as the series went on, the character slowly started to grow on me, and I started seeing more and more of his personality coming to the forefront, and I started understanding this character a lot more. He's a man of science, so his interest in these monster girls and trying to interview them was purely based off of scientific curiosity. But as he started learning more and more about these girls and how they differ from the myths and legends that we heard over time, he starts becoming more invested in these girls, caring for them, forming a strong bond with them, and he starts seeing them for more than just the monsters that they are, which shows a lot of depth in his character. And I really got a kick out of the monster girls, or as the anime calls them, demis. You got Hikari, the eccentric vampire who always jokes and flirts with Takahashi, placing both of them in these awkward yet hilarious situations and has the strongest bond with them. You got Kyoko, the mellow Dullahan who falls in love with Takahashi after opening up to him. And then we got Yuki, the shy snow woman who's kind of reserved, keeps to herself, and is really scared to open up because she's afraid that her powers are going to hurt people. But as the anime goes on, she slowly comes out of her shell and expresses her true self, and she's actually a big fan of mangas and laughs at ridiculous situations, which I thoroughly enjoyed seeing. But my absolute favorite demi in the entire anime, and you all saw this one coming, don't pretend like you didn't, was Sato the succubus. Now I like this character for multiple reasons. The biggest one being is I found her to be the most fascinating of all the demi-humans in the anime, and she faced the most interesting and complicated dilemma, being that she can't really get close to other people, primarily men, as if she does, they're gonna start sexually lusting for her and have sexual desires with her. So she refrains from getting close to people. She wears very conservative clothing, being gym clothes or something that really hides her entire body. And she lives far off in the woods so that when she's sleeping, nobody will start having sexual thoughts. And I thought this was pretty interesting. And if the anime was focused on her, this succubus trying to live a normal life, but whenever she gets close to people, they start lusting for her, I think that could have been an anime on its own, and it would have led to some many hilarious situations. And we do have a couple of them here, but not enough. Secondly, the character is just outright hilarious, especially when she interacts with other characters, primarily Takahashi. Those made for some of the best comedic moments in this entire anime, and I wanted to see more. I wanted to see more bonding moments between these two characters. Again, if the anime was just about her trying to get close to Takahashi, that would have been a really solid comedy anime. And the last praise I have for interviews with Monster Girls was episode 11. That episode is not only the best episode in this entire series, but an excellently done episode. From the writing, to the characters, to the topic that he dealt with, the animation, the music, everything about it was excellent. And I like that they touched upon a certain topic that I won't give away here, that I don't really hear in a lot of high school animes, especially when it pertains to a teacher getting too close to his students. I like that the anime addressed this factor, and I liked the overall conclusion, the resolution that they gave it. It was a really solid ending, and if the anime ended right here, it would have been great. It would have been a great ending, although episode 12 was also a really good episode. But I feel like the series really concluded in episode 11, and it was such a great ending. But unfortunately, I do have a couple issues with this anime. The biggest deals with its side characters. Now, they're not bad, mind you, and I don't hate them. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I love the side characters. I just wish that the anime would have utilized them a bit more, whether it be for comedic purposes or to handle some of the drama or to see them really bond with the Demi characters. I mean, yes, you have a few here and there, but they're so scattered and far between that they don't really stand out that much and they kind of get pushed to the wayside, even though there are a lot of great and interesting side characters. Like you got Himari, the sister of Hikari, and her bond with her sister was really strong, and I would love to see her incorporated more in the anime. But she only shows up now and again. I think she had like one episode that was kind of focused on her, but that's it. There's also this one guy that falls in love with Yuki, or at least has feelings for Yuki, and there's this one moment where Yuki talks to him and he's like, yay! And I said, oh, that's great that they brought it back to this character. I would love to see more of this character. And you get some small bits with him here and there, but it would have been nice to see him in the anime more. This next issue I mentioned previously, but I'm going to state it again. I would have loved to see more moments between Sato and Takahashi, whether it be comedic moments or just emotional moments. It would have been nice to see more bonding between them instead of having Takahashi spend so much time with the high school Demis, which isn't bad, but it does veer a little creepy because, you know, one of them actually likes him and there's that whole teacher-student relationship thing. It would have been nice to just see two teachers forming a bond and getting closer, maybe even developing a relationship from their bond. But overall, guys, I gotta be honest with you. I really liked interviews with Monster Girls. It's sweet, cute, touching in some parts, and hilarious in others, and it's definitely an anime that is worth watching. Go check it out. But as always, guys, I'm not the end-all be-all opinion when it comes to interviews with Monster Girls. I would love to know what you guys thought about this anime as well. Did you absolutely adore it? Is it your favorite anime of the year so far? Or is it probably boring, dull, stale, you just couldn't get into it? And let me know, who is your favorite Monster Girl in an anime? Comment below. Let me know. And last night I was live on Twitch with my buddy Patrick from DuelDimension. We were playing Move or Die, and he actually made a clip of the best game that we played, which also led to one of the biggest outbursts I did in the entire night. So if you like to see the Black Critic Guy getting angry and failing epically to play a game, do click this link right up here and go check out, show some love to Patrick, go subscribe to DuelDimension, and we're going to be doing that more often, so do stay tuned for that. We did promise some jousting of the genitals to be coming your way real soon, wink wink. And stay tuned, got more videos coming your way. I'm hopefully going to be reacting to a potentially shitty anime this week, and I'll have that review out later on as well. And I'm going to be doing some movie reviews as well. And all that yada yada blah blah, you know the gist of it. So, as always guys, if you'd like to support the Black Critic Guy just a smidge more, why not donate to my Patreon account? There's a link in the description. And if you'd like to send me any fan letters, send it to this P.O. Box right up here. And if you'd like to be a part of the Black Critic crew, not miss out on a single awesome video, please hit that subscribe button below, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm talking about the second, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace YouTube!